Hi and welcome to Materials Month. I'm your host, Andre Baros. All month long, I'll be diving into AceLab's Materials Hub to give you side-by-side materials analysis. We won't just show you these materials, we'll compare them and help you understand exactly how they perform, with detailed insights that you can see for yourself. This week, our theme is oldest versus newest, and we'll be kicking things off by looking at biogenic versus high-tech insulation. Let's dive into the Materials Hub. The thing we're going to talk about today is insulation, but let me back up a second and just kind of frame it. My own research lately has been focused on kind of two extremes. On the one end, biogenic materials, things that are plant-based, nature-based, that we've been using for a very long time. And at the other end are cutting-edge, bleeding-edge technologies, right? The best-in-class products that are out there. And I thought that insulation kind of does a good job of capturing that extreme of the most basic to the most advanced. And I picked a couple things for us to talk about here. I've thrown them into a comparison, and we can kind of scroll through and look. At the one end is cellulose insulation. It's biogenic. I also looked at options like straw and wood fiber, but they weren't quite available yet, and they didn't quite have just the distribution that we needed when I was making this video. But we'll add those as they come up. But cellulose is a great candidate because it's also something we've used for a long time in buildings. Since we've been building with walls that have stud cavities, we've been shoving stuff in there, right? So at the very beginning, people were just shoving crumpled up newspapers. And now blown cellulose is just recycled newspapers. I think some of these are up to like 85% recycled paper. At the other end is pretty much the most high-tech insulation you can get, which is vacuum insulated panels. And to really bring that home, I'm going to scroll past a bunch of information on our site here. We've got lots of detail for you to poke through on your own time. But I want to jump down here. Oh, there's the recycled content. But I want to get down here to R value. Blown cellulose is right down the middle, kind of this is the range of most insulation products on our platform, like everything except vacuum insulated panels. Vacuum insulated panels are way off the charts, right? Come over here and look. They've got R values around 30 and 33. And I've read reports that some panels are performing as high as R60 per inch, 1 inch. And nobody says you have to stop at just 1 inch. So those are really, really amazing insulation values. Where do you use that? Well, you can use that anywhere. There's definitely been experiments done with walls. The particular products that we find available on the market today and ready to use are targeted at roofs. A roof is a place where you can put it in, protect it, and forget about it. You glue it down, you put protection board above it, and you're good to go. So imagine doing a green roof, and instead of putting in 6 inches of insulation, you put in 1. Or instead of putting in 12 inches of insulation, you put in 2. Right? Suddenly your entire assembly is a lot easier to work with. Nothing wrong with the blown cellulose. Like I said, we've been using it forever. But it's pretty average when it comes to R value. Where it outperforms is in the sustainability, the high recycled content, the biogenic nature of it. So again, it's neat to see what's out there. And those extremes, I think, do a good job of framing what we can think about when we think about insulating our projects and materials in general. And that's it for today's material comparison. Of course, you're the expert on your project, but maybe we're sharing something that fits your particular design, budget, or circumstances. As always, we'd love to hear your thoughts and material ideas. So be sure to visit us at acelabusa.com to view all of these materials and so much more inside our Materials Hub. And remember, we're always here to help, so go pick your favorite material and go make it real.